Oh, welcome everyone. Thank you for being here. My name is Janet Melody and I'm working through the workbook A Course in Miracles. Today I am working on lesson 292. So if you're not sure exactly what you're doing today with the lesson, I have posted all the information under this video along with links. So everything's there ready for you to have a successful lesson today. Okay, here we go with lesson 292. So our statement of the day that we need to keep in our minds continuously is a happy outcome to all things is sure. So when you can pop that into your day, do it when maybe you're thinking things aren't going right. Remind yourself a happy outcome to all things is sure. So God's promises make no exceptions, and he guarantees that only joy can be the final outcome found for everything. Yet it is up to us when this is reached, how long we let an alien will appear to be opposing his. And while we think this will is real, we will not find the end. He has appointed as the outcome of all problems we perceive, all trials we see, and every situation that we meet. Yet is the ending certain, for God's will is done in earth and heaven. We will seek and we will find according to his will, which guarantees that our will is done. And this is the prayer. We thank you, Father, for your guarantee of only happy outcomes in the end. Help us not interfere and so delay the happy endings you have promised us for every problem that we can perceive, for every trial we think we still must meet. So there we have it. A happy outcome to all things is sure. I've said that quite a lot now, so hopefully it's going in there. Because we want to be sort of how can I say this? We want to be not pulling, but we want to be aligning with the will of our Creator. And when we do that, when we really get into, like we have done for the last couple of lessons, get still, quiet, and in that space of real calmness, that's when you feel this lightness to life, because you've suddenly taken yourself away from the externals. You've taken yourself away from the ego story and the world that has been created through the mind, how it sees everything. It's putting things onto things without us actually, an object is solid, but the mind has got so many layers on that object. Like you see a rock. And so there you have it, the name, a rock. And what does a rock represent to you? You could think of the sea or a river, or you could think somebody threw a rock at you. There's all these layers that build up over just one object. Now, if you expand that to other things in your life, people, how many years have you lived with somebody? How many stories have you created with that one person? And then you've got other people. Then you've got people on TV and you've got stories that they've made. And do you see how much like the world is just goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Now, when we go quiet and we go to that place inside of us, the stillness, where it's just so... everything is fine. There's no problems. There's nothing to worry about. We're in the present moment because that's all there ever is. And we realize everything is well. It is. It's good. It's happy. It's joyous. And that's what we have to get to in that place. Like, trust in it. Trust in the eye of the storm almost. The storm is the craziness outside of us, constantly moving and shifting and going off in different directions. We don't know what the heck is going on, and we're trying to control everything, and no wonder we're in a panic and fear and all of these things are going on. But when we suddenly get to the center place of that storm, the calmness, it's there. It's like, why was I so worried? I know all is well. This is where everything is just so peaceful. It's another world, and it is another world. It's another world that is the true world. All the stuff outside of you is a spinning illusion that will constantly keep pulling you in different directions. Your job will, people in your lives will, your relationships, everything. Pull, 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 pull. Because your mind is always busy, doing, keeping you going, keeping you moving, keeping you distracted, keeping you away from the truth of the still quietness inside of you. So when you get to that place, like, you could use a situation today, if you're feeling sort of things aren't going right with your job, say the statement, a happy outcome to all things is sure. And let those words just flood in with truth to any situation that you're dealing with right now. Anything. Nothing is off topic. Just choose something that will be, you can release it from today and use this lesson. Because that's what these lessons are for. They're here to really start letting go of the suffering, chipping away at it in different ways. And yes, we fall off oftentimes. You know, you go ahead and you think, I'm going to be this today, I'm going to be so forgiven today, I'm not going to do. Then somebody will trigger something and before you know it. But that's just showing you're still attached to the story, the identity. And you're trying to uphold it. You're trying to do what the mind is telling you. You can't do that. You can't say that. Blah blah blah. Whatever it is, you know, it'll be telling you all kinds of different things. And you're following it and you're acting from it. And so it's just reminding yourself when you do that, like if you haven't forgiven somebody and you've gone off into a tangent, it's just bring yourself back and forgive yourself. Like, oh, there I did it again. Look, I fell asleep. I fell asleep again into that little dream story world. Just need to wake back up. Get back to the truth. The place of happiness inside of me, which is peaceful joys. It's always there. Yet your mind will be like, don't be ridiculous. No, it's not, you know. That's not a place. You can't sit in that all day. But what's going to happen? That's what it wants you to believe. It wants you to believe that. So we have to get to that place of true willingness towards the truth, towards the light, towards that calm inner place of being. And it is a journey for each and every one of us. It's like, let's bring everybody back home to the light, because we've gone off, all of us, in our little stories. It's kind of fun to watch it all, really, when you start looking at the world in this way. You see, like, wow, listen to that person, their story, and what's gone on in their life, and da-da-da-da-da. But if I see beyond that person, I can see inside the light, and so all is happy and all is going to be well. Once you see that in others, it will come back to you too, because that is a sign you're getting closer to the truth. So every day, keep making these little increments forward, no matter what happens. You know, what did it say? A happy outcome to all things is sure. So there we go. Enjoy your practice, have a wonderful day, and I will see you back here again soon. Bye.